address this right here. Because
Uh-huh.
who does JD Vance think that he is? Because he
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna get this right. Because he responded to the deadly shooting in
Yeah.
Georgia by saying school shootings are just, I'm quoting you guys, a
Mhm.
fact of life and attacking common sense gun safety reform. A fact of life. Y'all, y'all, is that who y'all want to be our vice president? Let's wake up
Yeah,
now.
I'm taking a drink of that. I'm taking a drink on that.
Let's wake up now because he thinks he's a bonehead to begin with. I just have to say that he's a bonehead, and then also,
Bonehead.
yeah, then him and then you know who
Ooh,
they're both boneheads because they don't
ooh.
care. They literally don't care.
The Republican Party usually are the ones that are passing gun legislation, decreasing the age to even buy a gun to age 18 to begin with. Because the gun age was what, 21, 22? If I'm
Yeah,
correct, that was the
I believe
age,
so
and they
too.
decreased it to age 18 for people to get guns at age 18. The Republican Party is answering to the stereotypes. 18-year-old males, particularly black males, can get a gun and shoot their brother on the street. That's what the Republican Party is saying when decreasing this age as well. When you hear JD Vance say it's a fact of life, that's him immediately saying that, hey, look at this. Look at this. It's normal. Move on. And that's the sad part, right? To
Yeah,
normalize this. What
Because
can we do as a union? That's what America's usually are. That's what America is supposed to be, a union. What
hmm
can we do as a union to even begin the conversation to bring in legislation instead on phones, more so on guns? Am I making some type of point here?
yes, absolutely, 100.
I know, I know what we can do as a union.
Sure.
We can get rid of some Republicans. Can we only do it? We only do it because I gotta say, JD Vance won't be saying this in Canada because this isn't a fact of life in Canada.
Right.
This isn't a fact. This isn't a fact of life in the United Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a fact of life in other countries.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's all of a sudden a fact of life in the United States. Isn't there something that we need to? That there's something that we need to get rid of. And I think it has something to do with the conservatives. I think it has something to do with those Republicans who fight so hard to say that it's a fact of life. Hmm. Let's. I'm gonna just flat out on say it. You could agree or not. We have a chance to come together as a people to make history, to make history, to elect
Amen.
the first female president of the United States. Not only the first female president of the United States, but the first black woman from an Asian descent as president of the United States.
Exactly.
And I just got to say this. This is Damian Talks Education.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Education here and there. I just got to educate the people. All right.
Uh-huh.
Joe
Go ahead.
Biden, yes, sadly, President Biden did drop out. We all know about that. Yes, yes, sad, sad, sad.
Yeah.
And our party fought so, our party, uh, liberals have no spine. I'm just saying, liberal has no spine. Liberals don't know how to unite behind one candidate. They don't. And I'm just flat out to say they don't. They don't. It happened in 2016. That's why I think partially Hillary Clinton lost the election because Bernie Sanders didn't unite behind Hillary Clinton until the last moment. Um, but we united as a party. We united as a people. The American people are realizing Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, they're not fighting for the people. They're fighting for themselves. And that J.D. Vance is just an ass kiss up. He's just a kiss up to Donald Trump.
He really is.
He really
He's
is. Yeah.
He
he
really
had,
is.
Donald Trump put him there so he can do something that Mike Pence didn't. which was overturn the election, which was go against his oath of office, which was go against the U.S. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's why J.D. Vance was put there. J.D. Vance is not a good candidate. Everybody is saying that his favorability is less than his unfavorability.
Exactly.
His favorability is in the negatives. So let's just leave it there. Some people are also, I just gotta address. I just feel like I gotta address everything.
Yeah, go
People
ahead.
are saying, "Oh gosh, Tim Walz's family, woo, they're voting for Trump." Woo, woo, woo. First of all, that's his cousins. They haven't spoken in about 8 years. His brother is voting for Trump. They haven't spoken in about 8 years. But look, doesn't that seem quite familiar? Remember when Obama had a well? You remember Obama's brother that nobody knew about, Malik Obama, who's voting for Trump this year? Oh my gosh! Wow. So conservatives, my question
I
is to
didn't know about that.
maggots,
I learn some every day. See, learn some every day I go
maggots, maggots. My question to you today is: when you ask us, when you ask us Kamala Harris supporters, how do we feel about Tim Walz's family and Obama's brother voting for Trump? Got a follow-up question for you. How do you feel about Mary and Fred Trump voting for Kamala Harris? How do you feel about that? I just gotta ask. I'm just saying. Oh, and come back to this episode on November 5th or whenever the election is called so you can say, hello, Madam President. Just saying.